Hey everyone, so I'm gonna try to get through this without crying. So last night I was on a walk with Maven and the 3 dogs, and I was like, I'm just gonna go a short ways. I'm gonna leash them. We're not gonna go far. It's late at night. The dogs will be okay because there won't be a lot of traffic or a lot of dogs out. And that was not the case. Sorry, I have to just take a minute. The bit traumatic. So we were walking and we went behind the house, like to the neighborhood right behind us. And we've had trouble with these neighbors before. Okay, we've had trouble with these neighbors before. And their dogs have always come to my house and like roughed up my dogs and got them all riled up. And I went over there and talked to them before and been like, hey, you know, the dogs are coming to our house and keep them in the fence. And I was really nice about it. Michael didn't even want me to do that. He wanted to just handle it on our property, like with a BB gun, to scare them away. And I was like, no, I'm going to try to be respectful and just tell the people and, you know, whatever. So that was that. Then, so we were walking, me and Maven. He was on the chair like he rides, and my dogs were running, and we walked by their house, and the guy started screaming, or yelling, your dogs attack my dogs, I shoot. And I said, like, I kind of looked, you know, like, whatever. And then he's like, your dogs come on my property, I shoot. And I was like, your dogs have come on my property. And, you know, that's been more of an issue than this. And then I looked down and he had a gun. Maven's with me. I'm defenseless. I don't have a gun with me. I don't have anything. I have my phone. That's it. And my watch. And I was like, my dogs are not on your property. They're not anything near your property. And I said, put the damn gun down and quit acting like a fool. And I took off and just, like, basically ran. And then I called Michael crying. And one thing about me is I'm a bulldog. Until I'm not. I was really strong about the whole thing in the moment. But then as soon as I got away from it, I started crying. And I called Michael, and the guy, Michael, was like, not saying anything. Then he just hangs up on me. And I'm like, okay, cool. Just had a good. Okay, cool. And then I called back like 4 minutes later after I called my mother-in-law. And she's like, you should call the police, you should call the police. And by this point, I'm having a full-on panic attack. I get anxiety and panic attack for that. And no, I don't take any meds for them. I probably should, but I don't. I tried anxiety meds last year, and they made me so tired I couldn't. So now I just try to know my triggers and try to avoid them the best I can, but last night was way too traumatic for me to, you know those triggers. Anyway, so I, called my mother-in-law. She's like, you need to call the police, blah, blah, blah. And I called Michael back. I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get home. Because it was dark. It was late at night. And I was like, I don't know how to get home. And he's like, just stay where you are. Where are you? And I was like, I'm at my friend's old house. I'm just standing here panicking. And he's like, just stay there. I'm on my way. And so are the police. I'm like, you called the police? He's like, yes, they're on their way. And Michael came, like, I don't know the time, how long it took. But he came and loaded me up in the truck, and then with my chair at the back, and, yeah. Police came, talked to me, talked to Michael, talked to Maven. And I guess it was, I still don't believe this. So this is my story, my interpretation. So if this guy comes out here and tries to say anything, or someone in his family, or the police department. My story is I do not believe it was a BB gun, but that is what the police and the guy that had the gun, BB gun, are saying, that it was a fancy BB gun that looks like a gun. I mean, my husband has guns, so I know what guns look like. I know what kind of gun it looked like. And, whatever, so, but if it would have been a real gun, even though he wasn't pointing it at me, he would have got a misdemeanor charge, because he did it in the presence of 2 people in the state of Idaho, and he was threatening us. And even though he wasn't saying us, my dogs were part of us, I guess. And, yeah, so, pretty scary. And today, I've been full of anxiety. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna try to say, oh, I've been, like, happy. You know, my neighborhood, I feel like, is my safe place. The neighbors know us. You know, they say hi to David. My neighbors across the street look out for us. And, you know, down the road. And, I thought if anything was going to happen in my neighborhood, it would be something like, got hit by a car because I wasn't paying attention, or, you know, the dogs got hit by a car in front of me. Never did I think this. And, it makes me sad. I know I'm not going to go on a political point about guns because I'm just not. But, yeah. Things I learned is you're not safe even in your own neighborhood. These same neighbors have given my other neighbors some problems a few years ago, and she's kind of told us to stay away and blah, blah, blah. And I've listened, and, but I was staying away again yesterday, and that happened, so. But yeah, it's funny because, you know, I'm a 2'10", 60-pound chick, and I'm over here screaming at a guy with a BB gun. And yes, I'm going to continue doing that because I still don't believe it was a BB gun. I don't. And I won't until I see it. And I hope I never see it because, yeah, it was scary. And, makes me angry. It makes me angry. The dogs were on the road. They were near him. I wasn't near him. Nothing. We were on his property at all. I will say, the police department, with the evidence they have, they handled it good. The main cop that talked to us was very comforting and took care of it. He didn't dismiss it. And he did tell the guy, you know, you'll pick it on somebody in a wheelchair, little kid, like, they're kind of defenseless. You know, these probably not the people that, you know, ruffle feathers with, because they're defenseless. You know, try not to do that. So, yeah. So yeah, today's just been a anxiety-ridden day, and, you know, I did take another walk tonight. I left the dogs home, and I went a different way and didn't go near that house, because I don't know how long it's going to take for me to go near them, but I did go out and go on a walk. So, very grateful for Michael, very grateful for my caregiver, because I also called her last night multiple times, and very grateful for my mother-in-law and just other people I called to calm me down, and thank goodness I had some Valium on hand. I have them for my muscle spasms when I break a bone, and thankfully I had some left because, yeah, I don't think I would have calmed down and went to bed last night had it not been for that, so, yeah. I can't say I learned a lot because, I mean, I planned it out. Normally I put the dogs on a leash or the ones that need it, but I just figured it was a small walk, we weren't going far, you know, it's light, but people would be inside. I guess you could say that was my mistake, I don't know. But, you know,